Hey folks, Jonathan here, back working on this go-kart. I've got it flipped over. This floor section is actually pretty solid. This is really thin stuff here, but we're going to leave it on. And I'm going to go ahead and add these cross members in. These are 1-inch square tube. Put them in, and then I'm going to actually put some in between to tie it all together. Make this thing good and strong. And then we should be able to set it on and drill some holes through these and through my angle that I put on it and bolt it down good and tight. And we're not going to mount it on rubber, and it's just going to be solid mounted. And I've got a lot of neat stuff coming up for the body, different stuff, parts, pieces, and so we're going to try to get rolling as quick as we can. I think I'm going to put a hole in the front here, come up through with the steering. Now this section is blocked off from the rest, and everybody said, where are you going to put their feet? The inside of this gets cut out, and he's going to be able to go up a way. So as small as he is, you know, it's not going to be an issue on size. Matter of fact, I mean, he should be able to run it for years actually. But we'll do it all. You'll see what I mean when I'm done, and I'll show you more as we go. Okay, folks, got everything cut out. Just scrap pieces of 1-inch square I had. Not even sure what it came from. It was some kind of big, I don't know, rack of some kind. But anyway, we've got to cut down into here and set these down in, and then I'm going to get them lined up exactly where I want them. And that frame will actually lay on top of my angle iron I've already got there. And you know, these cross members will help stabilize that body on the sides and stuff. And we'll probably do something up front here, but I wanted to wait. I've got to get cut out for the steering and the pedals, and before I really do anything on that. So we'll go ahead and get this cleaned up, get the ends cleaned up on it, and get them exactly where I want them and weld them in, and then we'll go from there. Okay folks, we've got the frame welded in. Now we're going to flip it over and set it on it and see how it does. Alright, body sits on good. Now we're going to try to drill it and bolt it. We'll try to put 6 bolts in it. There'll be one here, one toward the front, same thing on the other side, and then one in the back on each side. So we're going to get at that now. Okay, we've got 2 bolts in it holding it down. It's good and sturdy. And I've got this cut out. And like I said, I'm going to try to do the pedals straight up through the floor where they are originally and bring them up inside here. And then, you know, I'll keep them toward the engine as far as I can. And then we'll end up putting the floor back in this. But this brings his feet, gives about another 6 inches of clearance inside. And then once this all gets cut out, you know, I can come back as far as I want into this and put a seat, but I don't think I'm going to need to go any farther than what's already here. Now, I'm going to cut this out, and we'll try to get the gas tank in there, and possibly the battery maybe over to one side, inside, and I think I'll have room. I use a lawnmower battery, so. But that's the plan. I'll probably just put the gas cap up through the top here, and with the center, and coming along. I think now I've got my bender. I've got some conduit here, and I've got 2 different size benders, and I don't know what size conduit I've got. I've got 2 different sizes here, but I'm going to go with the bigger stuff. And looks like maybe 3/4 outside and maybe 5/8 outside or something on this. And my old benders, I hadn't used them in years, but I mean they still work good. I used to make lightweight fenders for my pulling tractors with these. So I'll oil them up real good, and we'll see if we can bend up a windshield frame anyway. Sorry. I gotta see if we got you in the picture. Yep. Alright, that should do it. We've tried to get the measurement right. Let's see what happens. Okay, we hit it on the first shot. I don't know how, but we did. But I think that's going to work all right. I had it up high. It looks kind of funny, so I lowered it down some. I may lower it more than that. I think it'll actually look better lowered down. And I can cut it shorter, of course. It's not a problem there. But I think that's going to work for Windshield. And them benders, they do an excellent job. I mean, you don't get a lot of crushed pipe or nothing like that. And I don't know if they even sell them anymore. I know you can, if you watch on eBay, you can probably pick some up. I've seen them on there before. I've had my set for years and years and don't even remember where they came from. So, and I don't know. They're so daggone dirty. Of course, they're made in USA too, but that don't surprise me. I'm trying to see a brand name on them in case somebody wanted to know. They got a patent. Yeah, I'll clean them up later. They've been hanging on the wall over by my drill press, so they're just dirty as can be, but they really work real well, you know. And I've really put I put it to these things with a big long bar before, and I've never had one give any trouble, no breaking or anything. They're cast iron is what they are. Okay, the only word I found on these was the word handy. So it might be the brand name Handy. I'll look at the other one. If it's different, I'll let you know. Okay, folks, that one's the same brand. It's a Handy also, so H-A-N-D-Y. Anyway, if you ever need any like that, that's the way to go, because they bend a lot tighter radius than the old ones you do by hand, and they actually do a lot better job. You end up with a nicer, nicer piece. You don't crush it at all. So, all right. Okay, as you can see, I took the pieces off that was around it. That opened it up another, well, about 3 inches, I guess. And still got to cut this back. And I've got to decide whether I'm going to cut the entire thing back or if I'm just going to cut it back at a sort of a circle for a seat, or how I'm going to go about it. We're getting there either way. Got quite a bit more to do, but all this other stuff like this will come along quick. And show you a few things I've got. I bought this at a yard sale a long time ago, and it's just red lights. I think it was probably on a Harley. I see I gave $10 for it, and I might have got it cheaper, I don't know. But anyway, so I figured I'd use 2 of these for tail lights, and they're just single bulbs, but I mean, we're not going to run brake lights, so we'll just put these on, put tail lights on it. And let me see, I've got some motorcycle mirrors here that I may do a little changing on and put maybe at least 1 mirror on it. And as you can see the dash the way it is, I didn't cut it all the way down. I'm going to try, I left the original switches in it. I'm going to maybe strengthen it up a little bit and then put the switches back in it and the throttle and everything. And hopefully I've got another steering wheel on the way. Like I said, if I don't get it, I'll do something. Now this particular furnace was made by says Roberts Manufacturing Division in Texas, but I've seen these as they used to sell them through Montgomery Ward. So this thing's probably from back in probably the 70s, I guess, is what I would guess. And for steering, I think we're going to be able to use the original steering. I did have a rack and pinion here that a small one. I'm sure you've seen in the video that I thought about using if I needed it. I think it might be off an old, maybe a golf cart or something. I don't even remember where I got it from, but everything's coming along. And like I said, I didn't get as much done as I wanted today, but I was totally loaded down with tows today, and I've moved a bunch of them, let's put it that way. And I'll probably just come in here and maybe cut it at an angle or something. Cut down at an angle, and we're going to cap this with something so, you know, it's a little stronger, plus he don't get hurt climbing in and out. And if I put the side pipes on it like I want to, he'll be able to step on the side pipe to get on it. And you know, if we need to, we can weld a little piece on it for a step. Anyway, but that's where we're at. And you know, like I said, I was hoping to get more done, but you know, everything's going to work out good. You know, it's all just a little labor here and there to get her finished up. So, all right, appreciate everybody watching, and till next time, bye.